Good evening to all of you. Shri Yadav Ji, President, Delhi Pradesh Congress Committee. Shri Bharadwaj Ji, Shri Nizamuddin Ji, Shri Narendranath Ji, Shri P.K. Mishra Ji, and other friends of the media. I have an opening statement. It is in English, and the copy will be distributed to you shortly. And I'm sure during the course of the day, the DPCC will translate it into Hindi and send it to your newspapers. National Herald is a product of the freedom movement of India. It was founded by eminent freedom fighters such as Purushottam Das Tandon, Acharya Narendra Dev, Rafi Ahmad Kidwai, and Jawaharlal Nehru. National Herald, Navjeevan, and Qaumi Azad are the symbols of the freedom struggle. And if I may humbly submit, it is a duty of every Indian to preserve and cherish these symbols. National Herald is owned by Associated Journals Limited, a company registered in 1937-38. It is a public limited company. AJL, Associated Journals Limited, holds 6 immovable properties in India. The property in Lucknow alone is a freehold property. The other properties in Delhi, Panchkula, Mumbai, Patna, and Indore are leasehold properties allotted by the government concerned with the condition that the property cannot be sold. Over time, AJL incurred huge losses. AJL and National Herald could not pay the taxes, statutory dues, or wages and salaries. The outstanding liabilities of AJL were huge and mounting. Between 2002 and 2011, the Congress party stepped in and advanced money in small tranches by checks amounting to rupees 90 crore. The monies were used to pay the outstanding liabilities, including wages and salaries. AJL was a debt-laden company. On legal advice, it was decided to restructure the company. In 2010, a new company, Young Indian, was formed as a not-for-profit company under Section 25 of the Companies Act. I repeat, Young Indian is a not-for-profit company under Section 25 of the Companies Act. In the new Act, it is Section 8. If you wish, at the end of my statement, I will read to you old Section 25 of the Companies Act. Young Indian had 4 shareholders, only 4 shareholders, all of them senior office bearers of the Congress party. Young Indian took over the 90 crore loan advanced by the Congress party to AJL after paying a consideration of rupees 50 lakhs. Thereafter, Young Indian became the lender of AJL. Since the loan was irrecoverable from AJL, it was decided by the two companies that the loan will be converted into equity and accordingly, equity shares were issued by AJL to Young India. Conversion of debt into equity is a well-known instrument of restructuring companies. Banks do it regularly. Let me repeat, banks convert loan into equity regularly. Recently, the Government of India converted the liability of rupees 36,000 crore. I repeat, 36,000 crore rupees owed by Vodafone India to the Government of India into equity. Government was the lender. It was owed 36,000 crore. That loan of 36,000 crore was converted into equity, and the Government of India's equity in Vodafone India is now 48.99%, almost 49%. As I said, Young Indian is a not-for-profit company. Even if it made profits, it does not make profits. Even if it made profits under Section 25 of the old Act and now Section 8 of the new Act, it cannot, I repeat, it cannot give or distribute salaries or dividends to its shareholders. Since incorporation, not a single rupee has been paid by Young Indian to its directors or shareholders. I repeat, since incorporation, not a single rupee has been paid by Young Indian to its directors or shareholders. The Income Tax Department has valued the property of AJL at rupees 413 crore, 413 crore. In 2013, an individual complainant, repeat, an individual complainant lodged a private complaint against the directors of Young Indian alleging cheating, conspiracy, etc. At the stage of cross-examination of the complainant himself filed an appeal in or about 2020 to the High Court, Delhi, and obtained a stay of further proceedings in the trial court. Hence, effectively, the criminal case is stayed since 2020. I repeat, the complainant himself filed an appeal to the High Court and got a stay of the trial of the case. In 2023, the ED registered a case under PMLA, presumably based on the criminal case started on a private complaint pending before the trial court. ED has filed a complaint, commonly known as charge sheet, under PMLA on 9th of April 2025. That is only 11 days ago, 9th of April 2025. But I understand the complaint has not been made public. If any of you has received the complaint, I'll be happy to know what the complaint says. AJL now publishes the 3 newspapers online. AJL also hosts a number of websites and social media platforms. AJL's media outlets have a vast digital presence. These are the facts. Where is the crime? Where are the proceeds of crime? Where is the tainted money? Where is the offense of money laundering? Now I read to you Section 3 of the PMLA, which defines the offense of money laundering. Whoever directly or indirectly attempts to indulge or knowingly assists or knowingly is a party or is actually involved in any process or activity connected with the proceeds of crime, including its concealment, possession, acquisition or use, and projecting or claiming it as untainted property, shall be guilty of offence of money laundering. Money laundering is only concerned with the proceeds of crime. There must be a crime, there must be proceeds of crime, and somebody must possess the proceeds of crime or use the proceeds of crime and project it as untainted property. I ask you again, where is the crime? Where are the proceeds of crime? Where is the tainted money? Where is the offence of money laundering? I understand that the PMLA court has not yet taken cognizance of ED's complaint or charge sheet dated 9th of April 2025. The media is full of statements, comments and opinions based, I'm afraid, on ignorance. If the authors of these statements, comments and opinions are not ignorant, we can only attribute their statements, comments and opinions to malice. It is elementary that there is no money, no transaction of money. Without money, there are no proceeds of crime. Without proceeds of crime, there is no money laundering. Without money laundering, the ED has no jurisdiction. The assault on the integrity and reputation of Srimati Sonia Gandhi and Sri Rahul Gandhi is a blatant abuse of power. On the facts of this case, it is clear that the ED, at the behest of its political masters, is carrying on a vendetta against the leaders of the principal opposition party, the Congress. The entire Congress party will resist and fight back and defeat this political assault on its leaders, Srimati Sonia Gandhi and Sri Rahul Gandhi. Truth will prevail. Justice will prevail. We will prevail. Thank you. I'm willing to answer your questions.